And here we are again.
Hey. Bye, Emmett.
I don't know what that boy's doing. Oh, there's another window. There's shade.
There's Emmett.
There it is.
Hey.
All right. You got to turn your
Good afternoon, everyone.
feedback. Turn it down, Emmett.
It is down.
Can't be.
It's an echo.
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 Yeah, turn it down.
Hello? Hello.
It's all the way down.
How about now? Still getting it.
Yeah, that
bud.
sounds better. Yeah,
Probably going to have to put
that sounds
your
better.
well, there, maybe that might work. How's that? That's better.
Wonderful.
All gone. All gone. All gone. We're both upstairs now, so changing up the digs a little bit, or trying to get some kind of space here to work at and get things done that I've been not able to get done. So, well, Thanksgiving's done for 20.
Boy, am I glad to. Whew.
Boy, oh boy. Interesting. An interesting, different kind of year. For those of you, just as a minute, for those of you that do not know, we did take some time off the last few weeks because the first regularly scheduled Sunday was 2 weeks ago today, and my dad had passed that morning. So I don't think any of us really wanted to do it that day. So, and then John was away, gallivanting halfway across the countryside, having a grand old time last weekend. So we didn't.
We didn't go nowhere. We ended up not going nowhere.
Oh, that stinks.
That's the official story, but I guarantee you there's a McFarland 18 wheeler somewhere that's missing.
Possibility.
There's a good chance of it.
Yeah.
What are we missing now? So, yes. Okay. So, that's where we've been. If that makes any sense. If with any luck, then things will return to normal here after Christmas.
I don't know about that.
No one's
Nothing will ever be normal.
No one's normal through Christmas anyway. So we'll see. We will see. What's new, guys? What's going on?
Nothing for me. Just the same.
I'll tell you what's new. The internet's killed all the Black Friday fights. What happened with all that? There's just no rage at the Walmarts no more.
Not bother me any. I had to work Black Friday, and I was perfectly fine without having to put up with too much crap. Honestly,
Yeah,
worked just fine for me.
I kind of like it. You got to deal with all the people. All the stupid, let me rephrase that.
I don't think the stores were as busy over the weekend, anyways, as they normally were.
Well, do we got any leads on any great Cyber Monday deals?
I've heard nothing. I haven't heard a thing.
They
Honestly,
kept them pretty hush-hush this year because my wife is typically on top of everything, and she didn't even know until the day before. The day before.
yeah.
Weird,
Walmart's been doing theirs. They spread theirs out over like 3 weekends.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And if you had Walmart Plus, you could get on there at 6 o'clock on Thursday night and order then, but there was plenty left by the next day. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And
There's
if you-
still stuff.
if you because Nancy, her iPhone died a while back, so she won't. I mean, not iPhone, her iWatch, and they had them on Black Friday weekend before last. And I went into the Walmart and they were all gone out of the store, but I went over and just scanned the little barcode on the display and it took me right to the one on the website, and I just ordered it off the website.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So it's it's like Corey said, all the fun's gone out of it because it's all done online now, and there's plenty of stock, no fighting over it. I mean, it's like
Yep. I tell you though, that Bass Pro, we didn't restock a whole lot this fall. We really didn't. We were still missing. We were still actually missing a lot of product. So I don't know what was up with that. I don't know if it's just tariff stuff or what, but
technology's awesome. I lost my wallet right before Thanksgiving. Day before Thanksgiving, I replaced everything in my wallet or ordered everything in my wallet in less than 5 hours.
That's crazy, huh? That's crazy.
And the only place I only had to go 2 places to do it. The rest I done over the internet.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
I always love on like your credit cards and stuff. If you look on the back, it said if lost or stolen, call this number. If my card's lost or stolen, I'm not going to have that number.
Yeah, right. I know, right? Yeah. Can you give us a card number in the CVC? And it's like, nope, card was.
It's like having Braille on the drive up ATM.
For real.
Exactly. Yep.
Give me a minute. Let me call Hasbro. They probably got that information.
Yep.
Yeah, they probably have.
Yeah, they might have it. Yeah. They might just have it. Boy. Well, boy. Boy, I still feel like it's Thanksgiving night. It's just kind of droning out. Tired. Anyways.
I did have trouble finding one thing, though. And I got the new Red Sonja movie on DVD. I tried to get it on Blu-ray, but you can't find it. All the ones on eBay are foreign releases.
Huh.
And it's crazy. And when I got on Amazon and ordered the DVD, it said only 7 left in stock then. So I went ahead and I was trying to hold out for a Blu-ray. And it's the weirdest thing because the movie, they finished filming a movie back in 2023. And they really done no advertising for it. It'd been in the works for like 15 years. And it was supposed to release in July in the theaters. Well, come to find out, it released in Russia. For some reason, it just released in Russia on July the 31st. On August the 13th, they released it in a few theaters in the U.S. None of them around here, apparently, because I watched for it. Never did show up. But for one night only. Have you ever heard of any movie doing that before?
No.
They released it for one night only, and that was it.
Strange,
and then the DVD, Walmart, it was the release date for the DVDs and Blu-rays was November the 13th, 14th. Walmart was not carrying it. I went to Target's website; they didn't have it. Best Buy's website, nobody had it. Amazon's the only place I could find it. Like I said, it was just a DVD. It's weird. And I mean, and it's a really good movie. I loved it. I thought it was great. Me and my neighbor come over and I watched it a second time with him, and he liked it. And
well,
I mean, it sticks close. If you read the Dynamite comics, it sticks kind of close to the Red Sonja and the Dynamite comics and all. It was a good. I thought it was a good movie, and I can't. It's just weird. It's like they didn't want to promote it or something. I don't know. But it had all kind of issues with directors coming on, leaving, writers coming on, leaving, and I don't know. But I was happy with the final movie. I mean, I thought it was really good.
Was it made in Russia or the old Czech Republic? I don't
No,
know.
it was made. It was made in. Where was it made at? I looked it up. It was made in. It was made in London, I think, or somewhere. Or parts of it was filmed in London anyway, I think. And in Europe, Matilda Lutz, the one that plays Red Sonja, she's like, I think originally from Italy, I believe. But I mean, you could tell all the actors had kind of a British accent, a little bit of a British accent. So I mean, it's European, but it's just weird. I've never seen a movie treated the way that was. And I've never seen one released just for one day in the theaters. It's like It's like they didn't want it. I think what they wanted probably had some
So,
money
man.
tied up in it, and they done it for a tax write-off.
Oh, maybe.
Because it was put out by
Feedback. Yeah, he's on him.
Samuel Goldwyn Films. So it's a name, you know.
What up, Matt?
What's going on,
Good,
Matt?
Matt. So, I don't know.
Speaking
It was just weird. I never seen a movie done released like that before.
No, man.
Welcome aboard, man.
Speaking of tax write-offs, y'all heard what the GameStop's doing, don't you?
No.
The trade.
They will take anything in, unless it's a firearm or stolen. They're there.
I think that's just one day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Yeah, we're good, buddy. How about you?
I reckon they're doing it for a tax write-off.
Good
They're going
boy.
to donate whatever they get.
I mean, I guess if you can't sell video games, you might as well do something.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because geez, everybody's dropped Xbox. Man, boy, they really shot themselves in the foot bad.
Xbox lost their golden child.
They went nuts with the pricing on the Game Pass, and it just blew up on them.
Mhm.
Well, the only thing Xbox had that appealed to anybody was Halo, and they're jumping ship to all platforms now.
Well, they don't have a choice. I mean, the Xbox games. I mean, I saw a report today that was basically saying Microsoft has ceased production.
Mm-hmm.
They're not even producing anymore. They have already shifted over to other, platforms and other, sources of income because the platforms are dead. And I have to be perfectly honest with you. These companies, they haven't put out a decent video game in years. That new Call of Duty, I don't do multiplayer. I don't do all of that crap. I'm just flat out not interested in it. And I always bought those games for the campaign. That campaign is absolute trash. It's 100% online. There are the checkpoints are very spread out. If you get interrupted or have to stop the game, you lose all your progress. It is multiplayer. You have to team up with other players online. I don't want to do that. I just want to, I want an old school video game where I sit down and I play a game. I don't care about some 12-year-old in his mom's basement in Timbuktu. I don't care about any of that crap. I just don't. And they pooched it. And I don't know what they were thinking.
I was big into the multiplayer. The last Call of Duty, it was weak, and I passed on this one. Didn't even entertain the notion of buying it.
Well, what really makes me mad is I went to get a physical copy of the new Jurassic World Park Builder game. No one's got it. They're not doing that anymore. I mean, the guy at GameStop told me today they got one copy of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then, this is where they usually get a blink. I said, well, I'll just have to get it online then. And usually they'll say, hey, I can order that for you. I didn't even get that out of the guy. So
GameStop's not going to push new stuff anyway.
No. I don't know what they got left to push. They're out of the Pokemon business now, too. So that whole thing turned into a disaster.
They'll turn to a disaster, too.
Yeah. But they're all about pushing the used game because that's the reason they won't even help you try to get a new game.
Yeah, well, I'm all about pushing the used games too because these new ones suck. I mean, I'm sorry, but they do. They're just terrible. It's terrible. So
all the AAA games these days is just garbage.
Oh, they're not even close to AAA games. Let's be honest. They're just not. They're just not. I'm hoping that they're still doing that Turtles Last Ronin game. Word came down. I think it was either Thursday or Friday that all of the executives, the animation executives at Paramount, which is Nickelodeon, were let go, and the Last Ronin live action movie has been shelved indefinitely. So.
Yeah. Heck, I'm still playing a game from 2017.
Oh, I don't blame you.
When it was really good.
Yeah, I don't blame you one bit. I mean, I still think that the Arkham games, the Batman Arkham games, are the most magnificent things that were ever made. But that Gotham Knights and this whole Suicide Squad thing, absolute
Yeah.
trash, absolute garbage. And it's just like, what are you guys thinking, man? I just don't like. Sometimes there isn't a better idea. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's just shut up and build on what's already fantastic. We don't need your input. We don't need your creative flair. We don't need we don't need your better idea, because 99% of the time it sucks. You know, I mean, just build on what works. Just stop with the rest of it.
Yeah.
Good Lord, we talk about G.I. Joe 99% of the time. That's all G.I. Joe is building on what works.
Mm-hmm.
It just is.
That's like this game I'm still playing. It's called Hunter of the Wild. It's called Hunter Call of the Wild. And they are still releasing maps, different hunting maps where you can go and hunt. And they just keep expanding. And this game was made in 2017.
Yep. Well,
it's working, so keep doing it.
It works, so keep
doing it. Look at Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, yeah. That game was going for years and years and years.
It started on PlayStation 3.
Yep.
Well, I think by accident or on purpose, I do think in a lot of ways we are definitely going to start going backwards, because it's better. And when I'm not just talking about silly, sentimental, nostalgia. I'm just talking about hard, cold facts. That stuff from before is better. It's just better.
Well, that's the same way with probably one of the hottest video game platforms there is right now, Fortnite. What are they releasing right now? The Simpsons.
Season 7. Oh, that's over with.
The Simpsons. And before that, it was Scooby-Doo. Yep. And before that, it was G.I. Joe. I mean,
it's, you gotta stick with what works.
They're starting to realize you're going to have to pull the older gamers in to live.
Mm-hmm. In 2026, there's only one game I'm looking for. The Wolverine game. That's it.
There's one, possibly two, that Jurassic Park survival game actually looks fantastic. And if the Snake Eyes game actually shows up, we'll see. At this point in time, I wouldn't be surprised if that miraculously got shelved too. So I just don't know. I want that Jurassic Park game, and I'll order it online after Christmas. But
they're kind of, doing the same thing with Magic the Gathering. You had Transformers, you had Lord of the Rings, you got the Spider-Man set that's out now. They got. I think next year they're going to do Avatar, Harry Potter, and Star Trek, all in Magic the Gathering.
But they're just the same cards with different pictures on them.
Yeah. But they're getting people, because I'm buying the Spider-Mans because I'm a big fan.
Well, right. Yeah, but you're never going to play the game with them.
I'll probably buy the Star Treks when they come out.
Right.
And and the people that's in the Harry Potter, they'll buy those. The ones that's in Avatar, they'll buy those. Yep. They're having to change this stuff to get people new interest, because
they're finding out the collector mentality is what's going to keep them afloat.
Yeah.
It's sad but true.
But they making some of the cards so hard to get. Like, they got the booster packs for the Spider-Man. They're $50 a pack. That's retail. Yeah. $50 a pack for 15 cards.
Go.
If you can find them. If you can find them.
Oh, I can find them, because nobody's buying them at $50 a pack. I can go right now and get a pack of them, but
that I believe.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know, man. I am shocked. I am absolutely shocked at how, and it seems to be all of a sudden, how well McFarlane has really, really, really hit a home run with those Super Friends figures.
Mm-hmm.
That first wave kind of sat, and then all of a sudden the Batmans disappeared, and then all of a sudden the Green Lanterns disappeared. The Sinestros and the Luthors were overproduced, but just about every wave since then is just instant sellout.
Yeah.
He's really hit a home run. And now, you're talking my nostalgia. 1973 nostalgia.
Mhm.
When I was a little bit watching Super Friends on Saturday morning with Marvin and Wendy and Superdog.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
it was awesome. That's awesome stuff. And I look at those figures, and I have to be perfectly honest with you, they have almost nothing going for them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're not super sculpted. The articulation isn't, 217 trillion points of articulation. The paint apps on them ain't great. But I love those little things because it's just I can pick that up and I can look at it and go, and I get a face full of memory.
Mhm.
It's just awesome. And then I put it back, and that's where the money is, man. And you know what?
Yep.
If the video game developers could figure out, well, the first thing they need to figure out is how to get their heads out of their political butts and stop trying to preach at everybody about every little thing, right? If they can manage that and then figure out, I need to make what the consumer wants to buy, not what I want to make because I'm an artiste, right? They could revive that whole industry. But as long as they're going to keep these boneheads employed, they're going to continue to kill these companies. It's just the way it is. Comics is no different. Movies is no different.
Well, see, that's the reason they pushed back Grand Theft Auto 6 3 times. They've had 3 rewrites on the story mode.
I will be perfectly honest with you. I don't think those particular video games did our culture and our society one favor
Oh, it didn't.
at all. So you know what? If those all suck right out loud, I couldn't care less.
They tried to get politically correct in the new one. That's what's killed it so far, and they've had to rewrite it.
So what? A video game about thieves, but they're politically correct.
Yeah, right. They're all inclusive.
Hey, don't forget the drug dealers, gangbangers.
Right.
Yeah, let's don't forget about all that. I mean, you can actually walk into a strip club in there.
It's just insane. Like I said, those games can go away because they didn't help. But they weren't.
That's
to be
funny.
perfect. To be perfectly honest with you, it's fine. Those clientele, that clientele was a bunch of young kids whose parents weren't paying attention.
No, that's true.
Well, that's true.
No.
Right.
But
And
could
what
you
does games
imagine?
have to have stories now? What happened to Princess Peach got kidnapped? Mario just got to go save her, and then you just play. You don't have to watch no story. Spend 20 minutes watching a story between levels and all that. I mean,
Well, that was the story.
exactly.
Mario Brothers. You gotta go save Princess Peach.
You made the story up as you went. It wasn't built into the game.
It's just too much. It's just, I mean, I don't know.
Well, here's what gets me about games today. Say you got an M-rated game like Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, or whatever. You get banned for offensive language and something, and you're not saying no worse than what's in the story mode.
That does seem a little stupid. Yeah.
It's an M game. Why are children playing it?
Things that even consumers these days don't really know what they want.
I don't understand. I don't know. You open these, Shane?
What are they?
I got that extra Pythona.
No, I've never bought any of those.
You don't want Pythona?
Well, if I do,
I got one, so I'm just sitting here staring at this going, this card is better than the other card, but I want to open one. So if you want
I'm good, man.
If you want a good card, I'll go grab the other one and open that one.
I'm good, man. You open up what you want.
Well, then I'll go get the other one in a minute. That's a better card than that other one. I'm just sitting here looking at a figure that's trapped in a plastic prison, and it's really bothering me.
I don't know. I'm on the fence about all that stuff on it anyway. But back to talking about Magic the Gathering, could you imagine if they did G.I. Joe?
Oh, I bet you they'll end up doing it because Hasbro owns Magic the Gathering.
I mean, just think about it. It would be crazy.
Yep.
You talking about $50 a pack? You'd be seeing $100 a pack on some of these things.
If they're if they're doing Star Trek next fall, you bet Star Wars won't be far behind.
No.
And then they've done Spider-Man, which is Marvel. They may do like the Avengers or something, but they'll eventually do G.I. Joe. You wait and see, because they've done Transformers. I mean, they've done all their properties.
I'm going to predict. I see Alabamians fist fighting at Costco over a packet may contain Beachhead.
That's a great possibility. The great Alibaba has spoken.
Probably the weather dominator will be the card that everybody's.
Yeah.
Because
like the
Spider-Man,
Lord of the Rings, they had the One Ring card, and there was only one of them. And that thing's worth like over $1 million now.
Oh, it's sold for like $3 million.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And the Spider-Man's got
well
one
over
of
$1
the
million.
Infinity Stones. If you get the Infinity Stone without the border or something, it's going for like $10,000 right now.
That's crazy.
I can see Logan Paul showing up with a Beachhead with brown eyes around his neck on wrestling.
It'll be an object, so it'll be like the weather dominator or something that'll be hard to get.
Mm-hmm.
The super rare, super evil hooded Cobra Commander.
That was a possibility.
Speaking of weather dominator, I talked to my neighbor because he works at Jacksonville State, and I talked to him about maybe taking that 3 3/4 inch mass device that they put out with the DVD sets several years ago, and seeing if they could scan that for us and and then we can blow it up and actually 3D print a 6-inch scale one.
Huh.
If y'all think that'd be something worth looking at.
There are files out there for it.
2.2 million to Post Malone. That's insane.
Yeah, I could see him buying that. I mean, after all, his face looks like a desk you'd find in the attention center. So, yeah.
I had one of those right handy.
I just wished I had the 0.2 of that 2.2 million.
Yeah.
Then I would be happy.
That'd be nice.
2.2 Post Malone. You got to forgive me. Who the hell is Post Malone? I don't know who Post Malone is.
He's a singer. His face looks like a desk from detention.
So he's just a thug.
No, he's a nerd.
Really?
He's a nerd pretending to be a thug.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a singer. He sings country music and R&B. I guess you call it R&B. But he just flipped over to the country side of music.
I think he's just confused.
I don't even know who he is.
He is what he is.
I don't know who he is.
I'll tell you what he is. He's filthy rich is what he is.
Apparently he's buying a $2.2 million card.
Yeah, Taylor Swift.
No, I disagree with you, Shane. He's not filthy rich. He's stupid rich. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Giving $2.2 million for a piece of cardboard.
Either way.
But he's got tattoos all over his face. He's got tattoos all over his face.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Well, that's definitely pretend thug, at least, isn't it?
I would say so.
I mean, the prison tat thing is kind of, I don't know. I don't pay attention, man. I'm telling you, my musical tastes seem to have stopped about 10 years ago because I just can't stand most of it anymore. It don't make any sense to me.
You ain't the only one.
I don't get
We're
it.
getting old.
Well,
we're getting old. It's young people.
Well, I appreciate things that make sense. I just don't see most of this stuff making a whole lot of sense. It's repetitive. It's computed. Most of the time, is that true that they said, what was it last week, that the top song on the country charts was AI generated? Because a stupid computer can spit that stuff out and be super popular as versus somebody that's supposedly talented. Most of these people can't play more than 3 chords on a
tattoos. Just not a thing.
No, but usually on their face it does. I mean, there's usually you're getting tattoos on your face. You're either trying to be something that you're not, or you are something. I mean, Lord knows, I don't have anything against tattoos, but when you got them all over your face, like Corey's describing, that's not.
Yeah, well, my opinion, people goes to that extreme, they got something psychologically wrong. I call it fake tough guy syndrome.
Well, it's a lot of attention-seeking behavior, but yeah, that's what I had heard. That
Yeah.
number one song was some kind of AI-generated thing, and
But the thing is, most likely it's a combination of different songs merged into one because that's basically what AI does. So,
well, sure, but
it's
that
not
isn't that what
probably
these other
nothing even
people are doing
original.
too?
I couldn't tell you the last
country
person.
music is anyway.
Yeah, last person I seen in concert was Kid Rock. So that's where mine stopped. And I was in high school, so they should tell you something.
Last concert I went to was see the Black Eyed Peas in Birmingham, and we left early to go to Walmart because the music was too loud.
I gotta think about wow.
I just want to know who the Black Eyed Peas fan was. You or Nancy?
We were just over there. It was going to be their concert. And I said, because I'd never been to like a big major concert like it before she hadn't either. I said, why don't we go? So we went. We went. We got the experience. We left. Okay. I mean, it was cool. They had a neat light show and all that. But I was like, it was so loud and all that. I said, this just ain't my cup of tea.
I think to say I didn't see you a big Black Eyed Peas fan, John. I really don't.
And I was like, this had to be like 15 years ago, so I was still in my late 30s.
I think the last concert I went to was for King and Country. That'll be the last one I went
You
to.
want to hear something really bad? I think the last concert I went to was Judas Priest, and I think it was like 1986.
Well, you ended on a high note.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I was kind of leaning towards you going to Led Zeppelin or some kind of concert like that.
I have to tell you, they were too expensive.
Oh, they are. It's crazy nowadays.
I mean, they even then they were. I mean, we weren't paying a lot.
We all need to get together and go to a Taylor Swift concert.
Not a chance.
No, thank you.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Like Rasmus will sit in the front row and heckle.
No, they're
You can
paying
go to them all
thousands of
you
dollars, thousands upon thousands of dollars for those tickets. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, no.
Nah, that's not going to happen. I wouldn't give you $10.
No, it's silly.
That's halfway to an action figure.
Yeah, no, that's silly.
I wouldn't go to nothing of hers. You couldn't pay me enough to go to her concert.
I wonder if she'll be like the rest of them, where her fan base just kind of outgrows her one of these days, and she slides off into obscurity.
More than likely.
No, they're nuts. Every one of them are nuts. No, her fan base will never die.
Yeah,
My wife was pointing out a lot of demonic things in her concert, so
there's some
I think I
some
will
creepy
stay
stuff
away
going
from
on.
that.
Yeah, there's a lot of creepy stuff going on now.
If they would just remove all the warning labels off of products, then that would take care of most of her fan base.
That's true.
It'd work itself out.
Yeah, right.
Well, I ain't got to worry about her demonic stuff because I don't particularly like her singing in general. So
You sure do talk about her an awful lot. I can see you as a Swiftie.
well, it's like this, man. I ain't done with diseases either, but you got to talk about them and let the public know about them.
I don't talk about them. Stay as far away from disease as I can.
Being a Swiftie is a disease.
But I do, to bring that whole conversation back full circle, I do think that sooner or later, if entertainment, anything is going to survive, they're going to have to wise up and start moving backwards, because this bigger, better is not bigger. It's not better, and it's just a failure. It's just a money suck that no one's interested in.
My opinion, in the next 10 years, everything will be AI, all movies and music will be AI generated anyway.
Oh yeah,
Well,
well,
I think there's
Most of them
something.
are
I
now
think
anyway.
there's something to that. I really do. Think about the discussions, heated and otherwise, that have happened over the last, oh Lord, 40 years, realistically, about the actors that are chosen to portray certain characters on, on film and stuff. Well, geez, AI can just generate the perfect rendition of Bruce Wayne or Clark Kent or Bruce
straight from the
Banner.
comics.
Right, straight from the comics, and it doesn't have to be. It can those characters can do everything on film that's not even humanly possible, without all the practical effects and the expense and the CGI, because it's all CGI.
Yeah.
It doesn't add a whole lot to the budget. Think about that, though. I mean, voice actors. You can have the face, the build, the voice, and the physical ability of any character you could ever imagine, with clicky and AI just churns it out.
And you can actually make comic accurate costumes that actually look normal on them.
Yeah.
Because face it, some of the costumes from some of the comic characters, it won't translate into
No, they don't. Right.
No.
That's right.
real life.
No, that's right.
But you can use AI and generate them.
I will tell you
all
this.
the time, people doing all these superheroes, the comic version, and it shows them transfer into AI, and it looks just like the comic book, but it looks real.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the costumes and everything.
And this is, they haven't even scratched the surface of the capabilities of AI just yet.
No.
This quantum computing is scary stuff. I mean, if they get plugged into that, you're talking practically infinite amounts of memory and storage, and computing power that's like trillions of times faster than even the big Cray computers are capable of now. But the problem with it is I do think the other side of this coin is true, that you're talking about. I mean, some economists are warning about it already, of literally hundreds and hundreds of millions of jobs in the Western world disappearing because these programs, you buy them once and then that's it, and they are hyper efficient, and that's it. An awful lot of people's jobs become obsolete overnight.
Yeah, for real.
And these companies won't blink for a second. They'll do it. They'd rather pay taxes to generate a universal income system than continue to pay, salaries and vacation times and deal with what comes with human beings. So
not to mention having to pay more for employees on insurance and stuff to cover for the other folks that aren't paying for their insurance.
And let's face it, guys, we have an entire generation and a half, if not full generations of Americans that are basically screaming for socialism already.
Yeah, exactly.
My opinion on COVID is that was nothing but a big experiment to see if they could get away with it. And some of it was programming, because let's face it, how many people, and you guys, everybody listening has done the same thing. You hear people, reminiscing about the good old days of COVID, where they sat around the house and got free checks. Guess what? Those people were programmed. So maybe there'll be another big boom on toys, because they're going to have a bunch of free money, because they're not going to be buying cars and they're not going to be buying houses and stuff. It's just sit around and buy cool G.I. Joe stuff.
But look at the bright side. If they do go to AI, maybe we get a decent Masters of the Universe movie with an Orko.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you look at, man, I tell you what, you go onto YouTube, and I know YouTube is destroyed. It genuinely is. If you look at some of the stuff that's being generated for YouTube content, some of it is really impressive. And these are people that are messing around in their homes.
Yep.
You give some real serious budget to some of these film companies. I tell you what, I think the next big fight is going to be over the rights of voices and likenesses, because they're going to be trying to use as close as they can of celebrity voices and as close as they can to celebrity faces. So I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, was it Kevin Conroy or Bruce Conroy, whoever was the Batman voice actor that died?
Kevin Conroy.
That they ever get him, they'll never have to get another voice actor again with AI.
Well, a lot of the AI stuff is using a voice for all of their Batman content that is incredibly close to his. They're doing that already. So I mean, I'm sure it's the same with James Earl Jones and Samuel L. Jackson and a lot of these other types of voices, John Wayne, guys like that are iconic voices. That's probably all over the place.
Yep.
So I don't know, man. It's an interesting time to be alive, that's for sure.
It is.
We're going to have AI Batman and Spider-Man, and Timothy's going to a church with people with face tattoos, and I tell you, it's just a wild, wild world we're living in here. I'm sorry, buddy. I understand exactly what you're saying. I really do. I understand what you're saying.
My grandfather always had something. He said, "Get you a tattoo, but nothing you can't cover up with a shirt, a long sleeve shirt."
Yeah.
I don't like needles, so I don't have to worry about getting a tattoo.
Me neither.
I'd have been covered with them if I had money. I either had the money to keep an old Harley on the road or get the tattoos that looked like I had an old Harley on the road. I chose the old Harley. That's just what it was.
To each their own, though.
Both.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Well, to show my toughness, I got scars from when Shane pushed me down, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just a sissy, so shut up.
Oh man.
Yeah, I wear my scars too.
Yeah, me too.
But anyways, what we're gonna do now? Let's talk about toys. I don't want to talk about any of that crap anymore. We're gonna talk about toys. Let's talk about toys. It's fun to talk about that stuff every once in a while, but that's over now. So, I have to tell you, I'm looking at this snake armor, and I had mine put away for a while. I don't know we talked about it before. Man, I got to tell you, this really is a magnificent piece of work. You know, it really is. Man, what a great job they did on this. And it's funny because I was at Wolf's Den yesterday and wheeling and dealing with Jonathan on something. And I got to tell you, he had one of the originals there, just as pretty and white. And I just like, man, how far these things have come. Because this really is. These things are magnificent. They really are. This is awesome.
Yeah. Hasbro didn't deem me worthy to have one, so they canceled my pre-order.
Well, I mean, I'm not doing it to show it off by any means, but I mean, is there an availability problem with these things? Is this like Vamp 2, where a lot of people don't have them, or Ferrets?
Pretty much.
Are they? Well, how about the Claw? The Claw seems to have come and gone. I mean, they were released and people got them. It doesn't seem like anybody talks about them, and they're really, really nice.
The MMS went into the outlet for marked down to $52. I looked at it for about 2 weeks, and I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and get another one. Got on there, and they're gone now. They're not even on the website no more. So I guess those have sold out.
I'm hoping they're going to do like they do with a lot of the Marvel stuff, having a re-release like that Power Princess. She's been re-released now. There's a whole bunch more. It was kind of rare there.
I think they found some stock that they didn't ever put out. How that got out there.
Can I say something? I will say something. I finally got around to opening the Awe Striker. it'd probably be a controversial thing to say, but I have to say this thing is cool and all. But I have to tell you, looking at a lot of what Hasbro has done, other than you see what I'm saying? This thing is cool and it's neat and it's well done, but this isn't like I kind of expected more. Am I the only one? I just kind of like. I don't know. I think this could have been a lot better.
For me, the roll cage is hard to keep in there, and the cannon that goes on top won't stay on. It just
That was my problem.
falls off. I mean, you think with the quality of the other stuff, that one would have, snapped together and stayed together.
Yeah, mine stays together fine. I didn't have any problems with any of it. That extra cage on top, I'm not doing any of that. I don't even know. That's like an African safari thing or something. I don't even get that. But I just don't. This is uninspired. Is that a good word for it? This is uninspired. This is inspired, right? This is uninspired. This was like, hey, let's do a classified series snake armor, and that's what they did. This was kind of like, hey, let's just make a bigger Striker.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
To me, it seems like it was just rushed through production.
yeah, because I just don't. I like it. It's cool. I don't regret buying it. I'm super happy to have it. But this isn't. I'm never going to look at that like I do the Vamp and go, gee, I wish I had 2 more of those.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I can get that.
This is this is just exactly what I just said a minute ago. This is just a bigger, right? It's just bigger.
Yeah.
But then again, it's not. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's just this is cool. This is classic cool. This didn't need anything done to it. This just needed to be made.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Well, they did do some things. They tweaked some stuff, like the open panels for the computers and stuff. That was just real nice touch.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just. I think that's probably right, Matt.
Probably.
I think that's probably right. They do some cool stuff. They really do. And that's the name of the game. I mean, they're wise enough to build on. Look at what we were talking about earlier. They're building on something that already works.
Yep.
You know, and that
I
makes
think
sense.
Gridiron has a replacement for that roll cage and stuff for that Striker.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
I'm not going to pay $60 to put on something that I already paid $100 for. I'm just not going to do it. Because I'm a G.I. Joe collector, not a Gridiron Studios collector.
See, that's the thing. Thank you for saying that, because that's kind of where I'm at. I just that Phalanx is cool.
Yep.
But it's not the APC.
Yep.
It's not a classified version of the APC. It's just it's something completely different. That's a vehicle for Valaverse stuff.
Yep.
It's not G.I. Joe.
People can hate me for saying that if they want to, but whatever.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, to each his own, by all means, but it's just not. I guess maybe that's my problem with the Arctic Hiss, because I'm kind of looking at that going, is that really G.I. Joe? Because that's a lot different than the Hiss.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a Hiss, but it's really different. There's something about that one that bugs me.
If you look at the 25th anniversary Arctic Hiss, it's just a blown up version of that. It's exactly like that.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Got the little pouches on the side and the thing.
Yeah, I know.
It's like they just took that one and blew it up. Even the driver's the same because all it was just a snow serpent with a his driver head on it.
But driver is cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My fear is it's going to be like the All Striker. It's
My fear is it's going to be $175. Or
Well,
more.
yeah.
That's not a fear. That's going to be reality.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree with you there, John. There's a reason that there aren't any numbers leaking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everything else seems to leak, but the numbers on that sucker are not leaking. So, I find that a little interesting.
Yeah.
I think going up for order.
I think it's going to basically sell to the people who didn't get the original HIS tank.
Well, I'm going to buy
I think a lot.
one. And I
think a lot of the guys.
Because I love the snow stuff.
Yeah,
I do too. But I think a lot of the guys who got the original HIS will buy the snow one too, because I'm going to probably buy it as well.
I got to see the price at this point in time. I have to see the price. I'm not going to
going to be a big thing, but
yeah.
Be honest with you, what can they strip down?
Well,
it's
no, see,
already
the
stripped down.
The electronics, the figures. That's about it.
All the add-ons.
Well, the add-ons too. But,
but here's the thing. Look at what we say. Okay, they're going to strip half of it away, so it should be half price. Right. Except look at what prices in general have done in 2 years' time since that thing was released, or 3 years' time, which makes it even worse. They could easily come in at a $200 price point for that thing.
Oh yeah,
and be within the margins, considering what inflation has done in 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
I'm predicting maybe $150 off the original price.
I think if they drop $100, I think if it dropped $100, it's going to be miraculous. I think that sucker is going to come in at 200 plus, especially where it's made to order.
That's the thing there.
Oh, is this made to order?
Yeah, it's going to be like
it's not a HasLab.
It's going to be like the Dragon Man was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be well over $200.
Yeah, no, this sucker is made to order. So there's a big difference right there. If you want it, great. If you don't. It's not intended to be a HasLab.
Yeah. The thing is, with a HasLab, because say they already got the mold, so that cuts some of their cost there.
It does.
So the made to order, they're going to make however many's ordered, but they got to be expecting to get some orders to make it worth the while.
There's a minimum number floating there somewhere.
Yeah.
It has to be. Yeah.
And I think if they put it at $200, I just don't think it's going to get the orders.
No, maybe.
I mean, I don't doubt they don't put it at 200, but that's the thing that I hope they really think it through.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I know numbers don't actually work this way, but let's look at this realistically. 3 years ago, when that HIS tank was released, figures were $19.95, right?
Yeah.
They're up 33% because they're $30 now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say we're going to take all the figures away, and we're going to take the electronics and the lights away, and we're going to change the canopy, and we're not going to have the extras, and blah blah blah. So yeah, but that could easily suck up the 33% that's occurred in the last 36 months. So I mean, seriously, I think that sucker is going to come in at around $2. I really do. If it's under 200, it's going to be real close to it.
Well, I think the sweet spot will be $179.99.
I think the sweet spot, realistically, if they want them suckers to sell, would be $149.99.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm looking at mine now. Just the size of it is.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
I think 100. I think they could get away with $150. I really do. With one figure, I think they could get away with it. Is that what they're going to do? Boy, I doubt it. I still think they're going to be. They're going to want their $30 for that figure, and they're going to want, their halves on that tank, and I think it's going to be at $200. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
That's my guess.
The first was the HasLab, was it 300 or 325?
It was 300, right? It's $299.
$299, yeah.
Okay. So you figure $100 worth of figures.
Mhm.
20. If you say $25 a pop, that's
Yep.
4 figures.
Yep.
That would have put it at 200, and then you got the add-ons, and then they're still going to keep one figure, which would kind of replace the add-on. So, yeah, you're looking at 200, and that's without the markup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Heck,
I don't know
it
how
may be
much
225 or 250.
I don't know how much the electronics cost you. So
Well, yeah, don't have the electronics, so
tell you the
I
truth-
think I really think it'll be at least 175, maybe 200. But I'm like you though. If it goes over 150, I think you'll have trouble selling it. I'm gonna have trouble buying one if it goes over that.
Well, yeah, I mean Mason's is $174.99. I think that's the minimum. I just don't. Like I said, I stand on this. If they were wise, they would come in at $149.99. But I would almost bet money. I can't guarantee anything, of course, but my opinion is that sucker's going to come in at $200.
And
that's why it's not leaking.
Usually when that, like with the Dragon Man and with Mephisto, they put those up for order, and roughly 10 months to a year later is when they're set to release.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that's about how it was with Dragon Man. It was about 10 months, I think.
Yep.
So if they put it up, if they wait until February to put it up, that's going to put it ending, and you're having to pay out for it around Christmas next year.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, it's just not wise.
going to.
But I will tell you this: we talked about that a minute ago. I think you're 100% right. There is a number there that they plan on producing. I would almost bet that there are black and white chassis minus lights, minus the windshield, minus the specifics. I would almost bet that there's quite a few thousand of those that are probably already in production. They're doing shells now so that they have them. Because, look, we're kind of programmed to wait a year and a half for a HasLab. For a made-to-order, I don't think any of us want to wait a year.
No.
I want to wait 10 months.
The thing about the Dragon Man Mephisto, those were new sculpts. This is a sculpt they've already got. So you're right. I mean, it may only take 5 months when they go up.
Well, yeah, you're right. I mean, the cannon and like that, the missile launchers, that's relatively minor. The canopy is relatively minor because it's not even translucent, correct?
Yeah.
If
So
they have
solid
it,
red.
Yeah. So
if they have it where it starts shipping around the time of next year's HasLab, that's gonna hurt it too. Because people then going to have, do I spend the money on the new HasLab or do I or they're not planning on doing a HasLab next year? One or two, I don't know.
I have my opinion on the HasLab. I have my opinion on 2026, and I still will stand on that. I do not believe there's going to be a HasLab in 2026. I think 2026 is the last year for the 112th. That 375 initiative is the direction they're going in. I would almost bet they're going to try to finish up as much as they can in 26, and 27 is going to be the year of the 375. They're going to go back to 3 3/4 because let's face it, like you said, they can get 25. They're going to charge $25 for a 3 3/4 inch figure, versus $30 for a 6-inch figure. The margin is in 3 3/4.
I mean, people are buying these reaction figures like crazy.
Yeah,
I know, $20 a pop.
Just because they're O-rings.
Yep.
I mean,
that's my opinion. I think 1/12 is dead, and I mean that's across the board at Hasbro. I think this 375 initiative is the way this is going, because the profit margin is a lot higher on it.
If they're looking at the Tron HasLab, that was a big flop. We got what 1,300 out of and something out of the 10,000.
That was a terrible property to even attempt that with, though.
Did it even fund?
No.
I don't think it did. Yeah.
It got like 1,365 out of 10,000 that they needed.
Yeah, a massive crash, worse than the Mattel Jurassic World Gates one crash. Yeah, they hit 10% or something. It wasn't even.
It was 5 figures and 2 motorcycles and a display.
Yeah.
Yep.
For what?
Yeah, I mean, it was.
Yeah, something. Yeah, way too much.
It was stupid.
I say when they go to that 357 initiative, I'll be going somewhere else collecting something else.
Well, I tell you what, guys, we, and me included, I went from 12-inch G.I. Joes, 8-inch Migos, down to the Comic Action Heroes Migos at 3 3/4-inch figures, right? And now all of a sudden I had exploding bridge play sets, and I had all kinds. You know what I'm saying? Because Mego, everybody gives Kenner credit for that. That's not true. Mego did it first.
Yeah.
And Kenner had said, "Wait a second, we got to make these ships because these ships are characters, and 3 3/4 was the way they went." And that is what built G.I. Joe. Let's face it. That's what the vehicles were as iconic and characters all unto themselves. Hasbro, if they want G.I. Joe to continue and be profitable, let's face it, they're going to have to downsize. They're just going to have to. What's the number one complaint that we keep hearing from collectors? Space. I don't have space.
Yep.
You don't think Hasbro is not? They're not listening to that. Of course, they're listening to that.
100%.
Well, that's why they started off with a HISS tank. They said they wouldn't do like the Sky Striker because it'd take up too much space. But then they turned around and done a Rattler, which takes up a lot of space.
It takes up a lot of space.
It does.
Yeah, it does. But I'm sitting here surrounded by. I'm not bragging, but let's face it. I have a Whale, a Dragonfly, a Hiss, the SMS, MMS, a Devilfish, the Awe Striker. There's my Mobat. There's my Triple T. There's Snake Armor. I'm buried in 6-inch stuff here, and I haven't even scratched the surface about what could be produced in vehicles.
Oh, yeah.
Not even scratched the surface. They're going to run out of characters very soon. Let's face it. They just are. They're putting out close to 40 figures a year. There's just not that many left to produce that are going to have the name recognition to carry a line. Let's be real. It's just, I think that whole thing, when they started talking that 375 initiative, that was the shot across the bow. That was our heads up that this is the direction they're going to go in. Star Wars collectors have been saying the same thing since the Black Series started. These are awesome, but what am I going to do with them? I had 770 Star Wars figures at one point in time in every vehicle that had ever been produced. There is no way I could have ever done that in 1/12 scale. There is no way. I would have to have a separate house for that. Look at this. Have we hit 200 yet with the classified? We have
almost. We're at 185, not counting the newest wave of Lifeline and those.
How much?
It puts it at 190 if you count the ones that they.
Yeah, but is that counting the vehicles too?
No, it's not the vehicles. Well, the Snake Armor had a number on it, so it counts.
Yeah. So
most of them, like the Claw, all them had numbers.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. Well, the Hiss, the three figures had individual numbers, and the Rattler and all those, but
Vamp had numbers.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because it had clutch.
Yeah.
if you think about that, I mean, look at the space that's already being taken, and we're all dealing with it, that's already being taken up with less than 200 individual figures. And I know some of us, we've got multiples of certain figures because of army building and like that. We will run into a place where we just go, I can't buy that anymore because I literally don't have space for it. It's not going to be, I don't have the money for it. It's going to be, what's the point in having that? Because I can't, what am I going to do with it?
Yeah.
It's going to end up in a storage place or in a, in a tote in a garage or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's one line. I think we're all probably in the same boat where all of us collect multiple lines. At least 2, probably 3 would be the average. Well, here we go. I mean,
The new MORAD is number 190.
Yeah.
And that is not counting all the retro card figures too.
right, because they're not numbered.
Also, we're well into 200 then, I think.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, if you
Oh,
count
yeah.
the retro
Yeah.
carded, you are.
yeah, you are
So if
definitely.
you think about it, hitting Crazy Legs and what was the other guy? Zap. They're retro carded.
Mhm.
So they don't have a number. But they go right in there with the classified figures.
You got 190 through the MORAD, and then you got retro card. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute, I lost count. 1, 2.
I lost
You're
it.
over 200.
12.
Oh, yeah. You got at least 20, 25 of them easy.
29 counting Crazy Legs and Zap.
Mhm.
Count 30,
then-
double O
then-
Snake Eyes.
And then that's not counting the 60th anniversary. You got 6 figures there.
Yeah. Plus 00 Snake Eyes, like Roy just said.
then is that counting the legacy figures also?
That's
Like
what I
the
said.
firefighter
Plus
and
you got
police
plus
fighter?
you got the
This-
you got the
six of
60th or
those.
legacy, whatever you call them. There's
Yeah.
six of those altogether so far.
Yeah.
And double
So
O
yeah,
Snake Eyes.
you're at 240 thereabouts, give or take.
Yeah, every bit of it.
Yeah,
We're approaching
29,
300.
30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and then Snake Eyes be 236. Yeah.
Yeah. See that? I mean, Mason, that's right. They're not going to shoot the cash cow. GI Joe is the cash cow, not the scale.
Not the scale.
Wait a minute. No, you got more because you got 2 roadblocks that come out. They recolored him. They repainted Snake
And
Eye,
two.
Scarlet.
Mm-hmm.
If you count those repaints, there's more.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
You
that's-
Didn't they repaint Duke as well?
Yeah, Duke.
yeah.
So that's 3. Snake Eyes, they
And then
removed the red dot.
Snake Eyes, they took the red dot off of.
Yeah.
Death Row, they cut the circle out of his hand
Mhm.
and
If you count
re-released it.
the eye color variations on Beachhead, that was 3 different ones there.
Yeah. Green, blue, and brown.
And you got the Cobra Viper or Cobra Island Cobra Trooper. One had a blue collar, one had a black collar.
Mm.
I mean, if you go into the variations,
variants, yeah.
you're probably getting on up there to 275 or better.
270, 275. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yep.
yeah. Well, and think about it. The numbering, so you got like the divers, that's a 2-pack. So he's 2 for that. So you actually
No,
got 2
that's
for that
true.
one number.
Roadblock and
Steel Brigade
So all
did that too.
All the 2-packs double. You have to double that number.
The
you got that rope. Yeah, right. And Tiger Force.
Well, I'm tracking them through. So I start with number 2 on my spreadsheet, and 190 hits 217. So that's 216 if you count the 2-packs and everything, plus the 29 retro carded figures. So that'd be what? 217, 237, 246, and then the 6 legacy be 252. 252 total. And that don't count. I didn't include all the variations, just the main one, like the big ones. The ones that were real noticeable. So
There are at least, and this is as of August 2025, there are at least 253 individual GI Joe classified figures that have been released or announced as of August 2025. But the exact number is constantly changing due to new releases, variants, and different types of figures like statues and vehicles. So I don't know what to.
Yeah, and so you still got about 6 figures that's just been name dropped. It hadn't been.
Yes, right. Yep, exactly.
Yep.
But I had forgotten about like the Night Force 2-packs. That's one number, but there's
Right.
two. There's two.
There's two
And how many of those
figures
were
on,
there? 3.
Oh, there was a bunch of them. You
So
had the Valkyries. You had
you had the Valkyries too.
the Night Force, Falcon and Quarrel. You had there's several 2-packs.
Yeah, Spirit.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Plus Beachhead and Nunchuck. That was Nunchuck and Quick Kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you had the other, what was it called? Steel Corps guy, Commander,
Yep.
and not something a guy.
Oh yeah. The Gold Head Steel Brigade and the
Yeah.
The purple,
Night
the really
Crimson
cool
Guard.
looking
Shadow Clips and Guard.
Shadow Guard. Yeah.
Shadow Guard. Yeah, that's it.
Slice and dice.
Mhm.
Yep, there's another one. Plus the Blue Ninja packs, plus the Viper packs. Remember?
There
were 3 in that.
3-pack
That's
Viper
right.
packs.
Yep.
You got 3, and then the fire team, his fire team, they were 3
Mhm.
figures for that one number.
Yep.
Yep.
That's right.
What about the
Crimson attack team?
Mhm.
that's the fire team. That's what he's talking about.
No,
Oh yeah,
I'm talking about
Twins and Baroness.
Twins
Yeah,
and
you're right.
Baroness.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Oh, we're pushing 300 easy.
Well,
yeah.
260. What did I say? 262.
But that
Because I got them separated out with the 2-packs and 3-packs. They're all listed down there.
But think of it. I mean, those numbers alone tell you that we've had this conversation before. We are 6 years in, right? Which is well beyond the average lifespan of any individual line. And let's face it, it's not like it was in the 80s. This isn't the original G.I. Joe or Star Wars that's going to run for 15 years.
Yeah.
6
years would be 44 figures per year, averaged out.
Right. That's why, guys. I'm serious. I'm saying I think 26 is it for the classified line. The 1/12 scale. If they generate another 40 figures next year, seriously, let's be serious here. There aren't any name recognition figures to carry the line. There just aren't. You think about it. I mean, if they do it again next year, what's left to make?
Well,
They're going to have to get
this-
into the drivers or just start making stuff up. Like
According to the
doing
Google,
already.
a Real American Hero era alone produced over 500 action figures
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
and variations between 82 to 94.
Right, but that's over 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You see what I'm saying? And they're 3 3/4.
Yep.
And this is the hard thing with children's toys too. Let's face it. This group of guys sitting right here is a pretty good example of it. I came into G.I. Joe an older kid to begin with in 1982.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. I was already 13 years old. I had already aged out of most of my toys, but there was just something about it that I got hooked.
Yep.
We got a lot of guys in the group that weren't even born in 1982. We got a lot of collectors that never saw the new stuff. They never saw the 85 or 86s on the shelves. If you look at the numbers of the figures that have been made over that 12-year period, there's like 4 different waves of kids in there that came to that 6 or 7 years old and then aged out and then came to the 6 or 7. You see what I'm saying? I mean, Classified's not going to have that because we're not growing out of our toys because let's face it, everybody buying Classified, we're not children. We're all middle-aged men. We're not going to age out of it, but we're running out of space. And let's face it, we're running out of nostalgia too. Now
Yep.
you fire up 3 3/4, and you start doing serious vehicles like what we had before. There's your cash cow.
Mm-hmm.
There's your cash cow. Can you imagine what would happen if they brought back flag points?
Oh gosh.
That would be insane.
See, John's thinking the exact same thing I am.
If they let you use the old ones, I can order everything I got right now. I got a thing full of flag points.
Can you
Literally
imagine? Can you imagine
cup
flag
this
points
big.
again? We
Pretty
would go
crazy.
completely. We would go bananas, nuts out of our gourds over
Mhm.
3 3/4 stuff with flag points. I mean, we just would.
There, if you go from 1982 to 2018, when they stopped doing then you had those that come out at Walmart here a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But not counting those up through the end of 2018, you're looking at about 2,470 action figures.
Mm-hmm.
2,470.
Yep. But how many of those were duplicates of the same character over and over and over and over?
A lot
Okay,
of them, and that's variations, and
Yes.
you know.
That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. If you start asking the Google machine how many individual characters were made, that number gets cut up real quick.
And if you look, because they made a lot of new characters during that 2000 to 2005 era, and they had a lot of new characters during like the Battle Corps and Star Brigade and all that. But you notice the main focus is on the 1987 and back.
That's right.
So that tells me that that's the biggest majority of their fan base. So once those have been completed, I don't know if the 90s stuff or the 2000 stuff will carry the line if they got enough interest in it or not.
That's what I mean by character name recognition to carry the line. I don't see it. I just don't see it. Let's face it. An awful lot of guys would tell you already that other than, sparing just a few would be like V2 Stalker, V2 Rock and Roll, if you, V4 Snake Eyes, V5 Snake Eyes. We've got Nunchuck, Muskrat would be another one. We got Nunchuck, we got Slice and Dice. We've got Helix, she's basically, and we're going to get Zartan's daughter here. They're coming from Disavowed. So is Kamakura. The Blaylock, the Devil's Due storylines, as where they originated. What is left from, let's say, 90 and up? What would be left that has the name recognition to carry the line? Because that first 10 years of collectors, that 82 to 90, when we walk off, we're taking 70% of the business with us. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not belittling the guy. I'm not belittling the 90s guys. It's not what I'm trying to do, because it was theirs and they love it and it's awesome and that's great. But the fact of the matter is, most of the collectors are not from the 90s. They're from the 80s. And once our stuff is finished, we'll walk away from this. So there needs to be, let's face it, there needs to be something of a hard reboot here to keep our interest and our wallets open. And I do think it's this 375 initiative. I really do.
Because 89, I'm out.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've got Slice and Dice. I've got Nunchuck. I like those figures.
Because in '89, when I was a kid, I went into off to playing football and stuff, and I quit collecting.
Well, let's look at this realistically. If you look at the discussions that happen, the biggest debate in GI Joe is, where does it stop? 87 or 88, right? John will tell you that. It's not like 88 and 90 even. The big debate is, does it stop in 87 or in 88? Because after that, the vast majority, not 100%, of course, but the vast majority, probably 75% of collectors, it stops right there. There wasn't anything after that until 25th. But what was being produced in the 25th? the characters from the 80s. You know, it's just.
And a lot of those figures were updated versions of the characters.
Yeah.
When the movie come out, then they done like Beachhead and all the characters in the kind of gray camo style based off the movie, what they wore in the movie, and
right.
I mean, some of it they did have some pretty neat upgrades.
Jungle Vipers are an awesome character.
Yeah,
Jungle Vipers are awesome. Yeah. That trench coat Snake Eyes is a great figure. There's some good stuff in there. There's some great 25th anniversary figures, if you ask me. I mean, I got sucked into them, but they are, what are they? They're the characters from the 80s.
There's some that I think if they do in the 6-inch scale from like the 2000s, like the Cobra Claws, those were pretty cool. Neo Vipers, maybe. They were kind of, the blue kind of was an odd color for the arm, but there were some of those like the Swamp Rat. It was kind of neat. Some of those others that they could probably get away with, you know, as new characters go. Like Barrel Roll, Bomb Strike, and Blackout, the siblings, you know, they could probably do those. Those are kind of featured in the comics too. So people that read the Devil's Due comics would probably relate to those.
Yeah, no, to answer your question, Mason, yes.
Yes. 100%.
Yes.
I walked away from them then. I'll walk away from them now.
No. I mean, I'm sitting here looking at this realistically going, I mean, I'm rapidly getting to the point where, I mean, I've only, other than what's left of the OG-13, I can count on 2 hands the figures that I'm even remotely interested in. And a large number of those have been announced. Because I don't think they're going to give us the drivers that we desperately need. We desperately need those drivers. If they start doing drivers, all bets are off. But the likelihood of them just producing the drivers that we need with you know, just as standalone figures without the vehicle supporting them is 0. We haven't seen it in 6 years. We're not going to see it now. So yeah, I mean, honestly, bud, yeah, the answer to that is yes. Yeah, I don't have to be a completist with this line, and most of us don't, because most of us literally, this is what I was talking about, the 87 to the 88 thing. Most of us, if you finish those, one or the other of those, that's complete as far as we're concerned. We don't care if you continue to produce the stuff or not. We don't want it. It wasn't part of our line. I mean, I know that sounds elitist and gatekeeper stuff, but it's true. It's a fact. That's our line. And then after that, you know, when it went neon or, you know, the deep cartoon or what, nope, jump the shark, all done, not interested.
I don't even believe if they come out and create new characters, I don't believe that even keep the line alive.
No, it won't. We tolerate the ones that they've come up with. To be perfectly honest with you.
Well, for me, the new characters depend on who they'd be, on who they are and how they're made.
Yeah.
If
we're looking at some good military-based characters, then yeah, I could get on board with them. But you start pumping out some stupid characters, no.
I gotta tell you, there's one thing that's really bothering me. It's really, really bothering me. Is other than rock and roll, and spoiler alert, those jackasses killed him off. There are no figures running parallel to that comic book series. None. That should tell you something. That should tell you something. That should tell you a lot of something, because that comic is selling very, very well. Top 15 book. Right? If that is not generating toy support, there's something else that's going on. There's something else cooking, so to speak. That makes absolutely no sense. Why aren't those toys running in conjunction with the comic? Because they're not.
And another thing with the new figures, they got to tie into the lore somehow.
I'll say
Yeah.
kind of what Mason was talking about. I'm like Mason. I'm in all the way. I'm
Sure.
G.I. Joe, but there's not that many collectors like me and Mason. There's no. I'm in other groups, and all the people in other groups, especially now that prices are going up, they're saying
Yeah.
I see people more and more starting to be more picky about.
Yeah.
And just getting the ones they really like. I don't think there's enough of us completionists to keep the line going. If there was, it never would have ended back in 2018 with
Right.
3/4 inch. They would have kept going.
It's a great point.
Because I
that's a
bought
great
some
point.
figures, I'll be honest with you, just plumb stupid.
Yeah,
But
I
they were
believe
G.I.
well,
Joe. And
Star Wars collectors have done the same thing. Yeah. Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. The thing is with G.I. Joe and Star Wars have something that's very, very, very much in common, is they are finite, which means there are characters. There's a beginning to the character list, and then there is an end to the character list, right? Now, where you are generationally decides where this line is drawn, right? It's not, they can't just endlessly produce figures and have the vast majority of us care. It's not going to happen. There's still a lot of figures that can be done, but I'm telling you, it's only about a year's worth of figures to keep 75% of us on the hook.
I'll tell you what I think would help, like Wolf Spider, for example.
Mm-hmm.
It was a cool figure.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it at all.
If they would go back to putting file cards with them and let Larry Hama or whoever, I think that's the drive, because then you know something about the character.
Right.
We don't even know who Wolf Spider is. We don't even know his real name because it don't have a file card at all.
Right.
Do you know how many
nothing
times
about it.
This stuff right here?
That's what made the figure so personal, because they would be from our hometown or from our home state or something.
Every one of these has had this.
Yeah.
It goes nowhere.
Nowhere.
Right? These are not, they're not digital file cards. It doesn't explain any of these. It does nothing. Right? The what was the word you just used, Corey? The lore.
Yeah.
Right? Lore support. Right? It doesn't exist. And for whatever reason, Hasbro is not going to do it. And why they haven't tied into that comic is beyond me, unless they're just waiting for something else. But we're going to run out of lore. I guess is that a better way of putting it? A lot of us are going to run out of lore.
Right. And I really believe that if the 1982 G.I. Joes hadn't had file cards with them, I don't think that it would have lasted as long as it had. I know you had the comic book and the cartoon, which helped drive it, but once the cartoon ended, I think you would have lost a lot of people. But you still had the file cards.
Yeah, it's
and
true.
The comic did run through the 90s, but still, I mean,
until 94.
Those file cards helped sell them toys. I
don't care. Do you guys want to look into the future? I can tell you what's going to happen, and I can tell you a place you go. You can look at it. They start making new figures, like with Star Wars. Go to Ollie's right now. Just pick any Ollie's. You don't see Luke, Leia, or Hans hanging on the shelf at Ollie's, do you?
No, right, exactly, because that's lore. Right, yeah, exactly.
And you know what we were talking about earlier, and Wolf, Wolfden, he's told me this. He'll buy when people bring in a big lot of Black Series figures at a good deal. He'll buy them, but he said they just don't sell.
Nope.
And for me, just being in this store talking to customers that buy the Star Wars, every one of them tells me the same thing. They already had way too much invested in the 3 3/4, and they like the ships.
Yep.
And that's why they still buy the 3 3/4, but they don't buy the Black Series.
Yep. See, that's the
what
thing.
I'm saying.
No, go ahead, Corey.
Go ahead, Dave.
No,
that's what I'm saying. You got new characters from these new Star Wars movies and shows. They're just hanging out at Ollie's because nobody cares about the new ones. That's what's going to end up classifieds if they go new, ever start making new stuff.
I don't know. I was the only kid that I knew of, and I was a teenager, but I was working all the time, and I had the money. I was the only person that I knew that was even close to a completist in the '80s with GI Joe.
Mm-hmm.
But I can tell you right now, what I saw was kids with parents doing the best they could, and if that kid had 10 or 15 figures and 4 vehicles, he had the most awesome collection known to man, right?
Yeah.
Vehicles are what's missing from classified, and there's no real way of doing it that is even makes any sense, business sense at all. These things are huge, and good Lord, look at the size. Look at the size of the ferret. It's the ferret. It's immense. I love the detail. I love the 1/12 scale. I love it. The details on the weapons and the character development and everything. It's absolutely fantastic. The articulation and everything else. But I'm telling you, you want to revitalize the line. You want a hard reboot. It's 375 and start generating vehicles, and it will start all over again.
Yeah, I agree with you on that 100%.
We will start dumping money in quick. Because let's face it, our old stuff is this is discolored. It's brittle. Let's face it, a lot of us are afraid to touch a lot of these things. They could straight up reproduce this same exact stuff and it would sell like crazy.
They have the molds already.
If they would take and update them though, kind of like they do with the classified, but just a smaller scale, I think those would sell well. Like that snake armor. If they do that snake armor in 3 3/4 inch.
Are you kidding me? And that's easy. That's easy with the computer, all this CAD stuff. All of these designs are computer generated. This is so fast, so easy. Look at the details. The faces on these printers are these figures are inkjet printed. The quality of a 3 3/4 figure that they are capable of producing would probably blow our minds if they actually set their minds to it. And like you said, the vehicles, update them, modernize them. We'd love it. We couldn't get enough of them.
I believe I could get on scale to 3 3/4 if they modernized the bodies and updated everything on. I think I could get in line with it.
I would love a Mobat updated where you could put 3 to 4 figures in it. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, be cool.
I mean, I live in a 1-bedroom apartment. Shane's been here. I got this thing pretty much packed.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I live in a big house, but it's full of people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, right. I love the enthusiasm for let's just keep going the way we're going, but it's not realistic because you literally are. Hasbro is on the verge of losing 75% of its customer base because we're not going to care about anything that you produce after a certain number. And each of us have a different number. Mine, literally, I'm telling you right now, it's literally down to this small a number of G.I. Joe characters that I care about being produced in the classified line.
I agree with you.
It's that small. I'd love to see Muskrat. I think we probably will in 26. V2 Rock and Roll. Awesome. V2 Stalker. Awesome.
Ambush. That's the one I'd love to see also.
But I
like to see the Dreadnoughts finished out.
Everything that's been announced so far took such a huge bite out of a very small list already that I'm just kind of going, yeah, you know what?
I could see them doing a dress blues gung ho, and then turn around using that mold on the Legacy to do just a dress uniform Marine.
Why not?
Because if they're gonna, they pretty much got to be able to reuse the mold from the main one. That's got me curious what they're gonna do with Pythona's body, because she's a totally new mold. Are we gonna get other Cobra Law female characters with new heads or something? I mean, makes you wonder.
You know, Globius is coming.
He is, but the thing is, and I think we can all agree on this. No matter what generation you're from, the movie was really niche. I mean, that one is. It's as niche as Cold Slither, and let's face it, Cold Slither was not a big hit. That didn't do what they were expecting it to do, because that was 100% cartoon, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, that's like, and that's what makes me nervous about like a Quinn Dr. Venom pack, because that's 100% comic book guys, right? They got away with it with Snake Eyes and the Polar Bear because, let's face it, comic book or cartoon guys, we all watched that first miniseries, right? Every Joe fan ever
awesome.
watched that first miniseries. They got away with that one. That's a no-brainer. Then Snake Armor came out of that too. It's hard. You talk about these things, and I know everybody's passionate, and you think you're going to hurt people's feelings and stuff, but it's just the reality of things. The reality of things is none of us are wealthy, and at 44 figures a year, they're not going to hold my attention through next year. For the majority of them, they're just not. McFarlane is not going to hold my attention. I've only got about 3 figures that I really want to have from him. I'm going to end up going backwards. I'm going to go back into the OG stuff.
Me personally, finished the Dreadnoks out for me, Muskrat, and yeah, I'm done.
Right? Yeah, think about it. I mean, we got Budo. I mean, those were cool figures from the 90s. But they're running out, man. It's just running out. Unless they're gonna just start making up more and more and more characters. But the problem is, unless you're gonna have lore to go with it, like the comic. But let's face it, I'll tell you right now, guys, and no spoiler alert, that comic, the G.I. Joe comic, is moving slower than molasses. It's getting pretty difficult to even care about that book anymore, because it's just kind of like, are you guys going to go anywhere? Ooh, Baroness and Covergirl went on vacation for 2 issues. It's just like, are you serious? I mean, right? I mean, what are you doing? I mean, maybe that's why they haven't hooked their leads to that star, as they used to say, or whatever that saying was, because it's just like, this is going nowhere. We should have Transformers G.I. Joe 2-packs up the wazoo. We should have crossovers like crazy based on those comics. But the truth is, it's going to have to be in 3 3/4. They ain't going to do it in 6-inch scale. So,
like John was saying, the dress gung ho, that was my favorite character with the 3 3/4. My favorite Joe. I had ties to it, so.
Yeah, it had no playability, but it was one of the best figures they ever made. Right? I mean, he's standing on the deck of the Flag.
Well, my grandpa looked like him in his dress Marine blues.
Yeah.
I mean, even his sword didn't come out of the sheath. It just hung on his side. That's all you could do.
Yeah.
So if they make them, I'm done.
See, that's
I might pick something up as cool, but I'm done.
It's hard. I mean,
they pretty much I picked my top 10 that I wanted to see, plus a long shot, and they got the long shot was Slaughter's Renegades, which they're
Yes.
doing those.
Yeah.
And out of my top 10, they've done 6 of them, either done or announced 6 of them. So there's only
let's
4.
Let's do that. What's your list? Let's do that because I can't.
They got Steeler, they got Short Fuse,
Yep.
Zap,
Yep.
Wetsuit, Mainframe, and Monkey Wrench.
Mm-hmm.
The others I had on there were Flash, which I expect to be coming anytime,
26.
Grand Slam,
Mm-hmm.
Zanzibar, and Thrasher were the 4 that I picked
Mm-hmm.
that didn't make it. And
Okay, where my list are at.
of course, the HasLab, I went on a long shot on it and said a cutter with a whale, which that didn't happen. They ended up being frostbite. But so I've replaced them. I'm keeping Flash, Grand Slam, Zanzibar, Thrasher on there for next year.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to see a retro Cobra officer in that blue to go with the Cobra Troopers, which I figured I'm surprised they hadn't done.
Mm-hmm.
Iron Grenadier Destro, I'm surprised they hadn't done.
Yeah, that's on the list. I bet money on that.
Astro Viper, Heat Viper, Blizzard, and Airtight. I think they may do Blizzard because of Snowcat coming out. So
So,
those are
They can do that.
the 6 I'm replacing with the ones that they made this year or announced.
so they can do that Iron Grenadier Destro with his little chariot thing he had.
Yeah. And that may be why we ain't got him. Maybe they're planning that. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like Serpentor.
Yeah.
And here's another figure. That's my sticky tack. Here's another figure that I think we need. It's going to be my long shot figure, but it should happen. A cartoon style roadblock to go with Cobra Commander from Cobra Law.
Well, they actually did do a pretty close to retro or cartoon version.
Yeah,
They done the heavy artillery roadblock.
Yeah,
I got him. But
yeah.
He is very, very close to cartoon.
Yeah, he is a little bit darker, but yeah. But yeah, Emmett had that the snake wrapped around him, and it looked pretty good.
the one I watched the cartoon, the movie the other day. He was mostly wearing gray though.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I can
What
see
did his
it.
1986 outfit like the first roadblock that come out?
Yeah.
In the classified, the first one. Well, and then they done it in the lighter color, or no, they done it in darker green, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit different because he just had like a vest on in that, but
Yeah,
the cartoon he had a shirt.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm surprised we ain't got one of them to go with that Cobra Commander, and we very well may do it down the road.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, my list is very similar to John's. Honestly, I mean, I would like to see Zanzibar. It's Flash, it's Grand Slam. The others have been announced or produced at this point in time. Airtight Muskrat. I'd really like to see that V5 Snake Eyes with the gray. From the Ninja Force. That was a great version.
I like to see the 89 Snake Eyes.
What's going on, man?
That's got the two
chrome,
cross.
yeah, the butterfly knives, the true butterfly knives. Yeah, that's V3, right?
V3.
Yeah,
I'd like to see a real retro card, Major Blood.
I don't know what's going on with that figure. Why?
Yeah.
I would like to see Major Blood with the armor on his arm instead of a robotic arm. Like
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and that's retro carded. I mean, that would be perfect for that. No, I agree.
All I got to do is resculpt the arm and change that one arm out.
And like I said, I'd do V2 rock and roll.
The Snake Eye, the Stalker, the V2 Stalker with the kayak would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's one I would like to see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Are we getting an iceberg?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, he's been announced.
Oh yeah,
South
he's
Burton
announced. Yeah, so announced.
Yeah, he was announced with the other 2 Renegades.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And who else was it?
We're getting a proper Crazy Legs. And after that's pretty much it for me.
I would like to see. There's one other one, and I know it's a real long shot, but Doc Viju Doc, the original Doc's niece. That would be a great figure to have.
Yeah, that would be good. And I guess if they're doing the Ninja Force Zartan, we'll probably get a Ninja Force Scarlet before it's over with too.
Oh yeah. And see that right there, that's where it just for me it's
Yeah, I like Captain Gridiron and Pathfinder too.
You know, if they did something, if they did like a legacy 2-pack of Joe Colton and Jane, that would be cool. That would be very cool.
They got to do Joe Colton. They got to. I mean, they got to do him.
That would be
And
good.
has anybody heard the rumor that they are in talks with William Perry's family?
I don't know, man. I see things, but they were saying that they're not interested. They're just not interested. That's
Because I'd love to have that figure.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen.
It would be cool if they was able to get Rocky Balboa like
from the battle files. Yeah. Yep.
And maybe do it maybe pack it with a 3 3/4 inch version also, so you could have the O-ring version to go with your original thing.
Yeah.
I
think Mr. Stallone's got enough money so that I don't think he's interested.
Well, you never know.
You don't know. You really don't know.
Yeah.
But it's going to be, look, I mean, let's face it. That's another bit of a telltale right there. It's just exactly how much money would Hasbro be even willing to put out for something like that? Probably not a whole lot. So what would be the incentive, you know?
If it hadn't been for the Rambo cartoon and the Rambo Coleco figures, we would have got Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
But those come out and they got the rights. Coleco had the rights to it, so.
Yep. That was a done deal. It showed up in the battle files that he was going to be the main protagonist to Big Boa.
Yeah.
But it kind of fell apart.
We should have split the deal for have Rambo and G.I. Joe.
I would like them to do Roddy Piper too, but if they don't, I got that one deluxe figure that basically looks like it's got the kilt and the black jacket, just like the G.I. Joe figure they did for the con. So
I got to tell you, I don't. Other than Sergeant Slaughter, and he's under that legacy contract that we were talking about. I don't think Hasbro wants anything to do with the WWE.
no.
I don't think they want to get tangled up with them at all.
Piper that'd have to go through his family, so I don't know if they would be.
Well, yeah, but Roddy Piper was owned by the WWF at the time. Those characters are owned. The individuals are their own free agents, but like Sergeant Slaughter, the WWF owns that name.
Piper, they don't own Roddy Piper's name because he was Roddy Piper at TNA. He was Roddy Piper in TNA. He was Roddy Piper at WCW.
They bought them. They bought them both.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon was no dummy. He called it a stable for a reason. He owned them.
Yeah.
Had that conversation with Sergeant Slaughter's agent and was basically told the same thing John was, is that he is still, the WWE has him on a very tight leash. They approve and disapprove of him getting up in the morning.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's under a legacy or a legends deal with them.
Yeah, they all are.
That's what Ted DiBiase at the con back in July.
Yeah.
He told me because a guy come up wanted him just to do a shout out for his podcast, and he told the guy, he said, I can't do it. He said, I have to be very careful what I say because of that contract. They can't promote anything that's not WWE or whatever it is.
It's not like they're making any money off of it either. You know, that's stuff that Vince McMahon got them talked into decades ago, and he owns them.
Yep.
So, or whoever's running that corporation now.
TKO now.
Yeah. So, that's a mess. But I don't know, man. It's an interesting conversation to have, and it's fun conversation to have. We're going to see what's going to happen. I want the line to be successful, whether I stop buying it or not.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense? I mean,
Yeah.
but I mean, it is finite. No, the answer to the question is there is a jump off point for me, and we're rapidly getting to it. Not because I'm bored with it. It's just because it just doesn't mean anything to me after a certain point.
Well, that's kind of how I am with these WWE wrestlers. Basically, the mid to late '90s is my jumping off point. I might get a new one every once in a while, somebody I kind of like now, but most of the time, most I buy is older wrestlers are dead and gone, and they've done figures of, and that's it.
Yeah. 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 So, yeah, here we go. Be interesting, that's for sure. But you know what? We are, geez, it's scary to think, but we're only 2 years away from a 40th anniversary of a Real American Hero.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and that's 27. So if you were ever going to kick off another 375 line, it would be,
I mean, you're good.
it would be, we'd have the 25th, and then we'd have the what? The 40th. It's not coincidental, gentlemen. I really don't think that it is. So,
I mean, sitting here thinking about it since we've been talking about it, wouldn't mind having a 3 3/4 scale. You know, you can put them right next to your 112. You know what I mean? Match them up, you know, on the shelf. I mean,
yeah. Yep. So there's all that. That's just my opinion. We used to have a guy on TV in Maine that used to do the 6:30 news editorial about twice a week. You know, a guy named Fred Nutter, and he always ended it with, you know, that's my opinion. We welcome yours. So there you go. That's my opinion. We welcome yours. Oh, I don't know who got the Pythona. That's interesting. I don't buy these, but I couldn't not get her because it's never been done before.
And the Wave 6, I think Shane's got pictures for the Wave 6.
Mm-hmm.
But that Mara would definitely be
that one will go good
the one
too.
to get out of that one too.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they'd released them. They're already up for order.
Yeah, things are moving. Some of them are moving very quickly now.
Yeah.
Yeah, announce it and put it up.
Yeah. The red glow snake eyes.
Now,
I would not having him.
Yeah, but is that the same figure that came with the dog sled pack?
I believe so.
Isn't it?
The dog sled was the 5 points of articulation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It wasn't the O-ring.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so I wouldn't mind having him in classified scale.
Yeah.
Well, you basically just did with the polar bear.
Yeah.
And then you got old Coco with his cape,
Coco.
basically. I might pick him up just because I like Coco.
Coco. Hot cocoa. Scarlett needs some hot cocoa.
Yeah. That's the little Geiger counter thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where she's
Yeah,
using
sure
it to
is.
find the element.
Mm-hmm. And seeing how we just got a Lady J and Duke or Plant, I could definitely see that one coming.
Yeah.
Might
Yeah,
send
that
that
is fuzzy.
classified.
And see, all they'd have to do, that's the one that everybody's going to want.
Yeah, I
Oh, yeah.
agree.
And if they would do her in 6-inch scale, I guarantee you it would sell.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know it would.
Yeah,
I'd love to have one.
Oh,
Everybody
That
wants
was
her for the shipwreck love interest.
Yeah, I had to go with shipwreck. Yeah.
Yep.
That's her with a helmet on.
Mm-hmm.
But come on, guys. Let's face it. Shipwreck would have dumped her in a week living with her on land. So
They just got a yacht somewhere and stayed on the seas.
That's true.
Yeah.
yeah, but she'd be yapping at him, wanting to do stuff around the yacht. And I go.
But I
swap
could
it
easily
back today.
see. I can easily see them swapping out Lady J's head and putting Scarlett's head on there, and Flint and Duke, and having Arctic Flint, Arctic Duke, and Arctic Scarlet, and even Arctic Snake Eyes. They could pop a Snake Eyes head on there.
Oh yeah.
I can do a ton of things with them bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Or just get, I tell you what, just give us Arctic troopers like that. We'll pop our own heads on them.
Well, that's what I say. They could put it. They could put an Arctic Duke, but then throw in a Snake Eyes and a Gung Ho head. Then they'd sell more of them like a troop builder.
It is
Sort of like-
interesting. It
Sort
is
of like
interesting.
Walgreens did with with the New Mutants. I can't think of her name now, but they put that one figure out, and then you had heads for the other two.
The Schoolgirls.
What now? Well,
The
yeah,
Schoolgirls.
the Schoolgirls, but I'm talking about the New Mutants. I can't
Danny
believe I forgot.
Moonstar and
Yeah, her.
that one. Yeah,
Her and Karma and
Wolfsbane. No,
Wolfsbane. Yeah.
yeah,
So
wasn't
you
it?
could just swap out the heads and the hands and make any
Hands, yeah.
three with it. I'm getting old. I can't remember stuff like I used to. I can't remember the names of the characters and stuff anymore.
Getting old happens to us all.
Yeah. Sad, but it does.
No, it doesn't. What are you talking about? No, really, what are you talking about?
I don't know what we're talking about.
Huh? What?
Anyways. Well, that was an interesting discussion. A couple of them, actually. Thanks to you guys in the comments for participating. It's always fun. I mean, we can kick it around. We're all gonna find out at relatively the same time exactly what's going to happen. So, throwing out speculations and talking it over is interesting.
Just like I don't understand why this was never made in the classified series.
Your chair, because it would be really boring.
No, back here behind me on the shelf, a Dave Bryant original.
Wow. Did I show you the special one? The special edition?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
So when you gonna send that one to me?
I'm not.
I just want the white part. You can keep the rest of it.
No, I did this one all in brass, and Sergeant Slaughter will sign the other side for me. This.
I thought they already signed one side of it.
What's
Ron
that?
Rudat.
Ron Rudat.
Oh,
Ron Rudat develops two of the vehicles. One of them was this, and the other way is the Moray, the hydrofoil. And I have the bow section of a Moray signed by Ron already. So I'll do a special edition Moray at some point, but.
Well, I'll tell you what, we can do some trading. I mean, this is your original back here. I mean,
those. I mean, it was funny because Mr. Rudat was very interested in it. I could have sat and talked with that man all day at Joe Fest, but like I said, I was not feeling well at all. I didn't know if it was a bug or if it was just I had missed a medication for a few days. I couldn't tell the difference. So I'm not going to sit there talking with an elderly gentleman and his elderly wife and take a chance on getting them sick. So I could have sat here and talked to him about this stuff forever. And I know I'll get that opportunity if, all things continue on. But yeah, no, he was very interested in it. So we'll have a chat with him, and I may do a few more of those in the bronze, if that makes any sense.
well, like I said, I would just like to know where he come up with the idea for that thing at.
And that's why, believe it or not, that's why Leatherneck is on the box. Because Leatherneck is designed after Ron Rudat. So that's why Leatherneck is on the box with the Triple T, because Ron Rudat helped design the Triple T tank and the Moray. That was it. All the rest of his work was strictly figures. But yeah, so interesting little story there.
So Dave, did you pick up the Batman Deadpool comic?
I got the second one yesterday.
There's a Batman Deadpool comic.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
two of them.
I had
That's cool.
to, there's like 500.
I have to get them
Well, the
read them.
variants are ridiculous, but there's two
Yeah, that's-
different books. DC published one a few months ago,
Yeah.
and this is the one that Marvel published.
Yeah, I had to get this cover though. The whole
Yeah, I know,
Harley
right?
Quinn having a hot dog eating contest.
Yeah, they do have some really cool covers, but
And then I got the Zatanna and Scarlet Witch. I thought it was pretty cool.
yep, that's a good one too.
I'd like to get the Doctor Doom holding the Joker in the chokehold.
Mm.
It's pretty good, but they're $8.99 a book for
I
the
know.
first issue. So I stopped with those
Yeah.
two.
I
But I
just
had
got
to have
the
the Hulk
regular.
and Harley Quinn having the hot dog eating contest.
That is pretty cool. No, I got the second. I haven't read it yet, but I did. I got the second one Saturday.
I didn't know the second one was out yet. Wolf got. I guess you saw when you was Wolf Den. He got a whole bunch of them.
He did, yeah. No, the first one was in September that DC published, and it's got five stories in it. Now this one is the Marvel one that they published, and it's a different 5 stories, but then that's it. It's kind of weird how they did that. It's not part 1 and then part 2. The complete standalone. One.
Yeah, I noticed it does have DC and Marvel logos both on them.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Because I think it seemed like if I remember with the crossovers before, some of the issues had DC and some of them had Marvel, but I don't think they had both on them.
No,
if I
because
remember right.
they weren't jointly published.
And then the Amalgam comics, they had their own logo.
Yes.
Kind of created a logo just for those.
Right. Yep. Yep.
And then,
No,
you know, we was talking about the whole deal with G.I. Joe and the 3 3/4. They're going to do something with Marvel. I mean, there's like I said, I used to buy anywhere between 30 and 40 figures a year. I'm down to like maybe I ordered one yesterday, and on the horizon is 3 more. That's it this year.
I've heard rumors. Of an Ultimate Hulk wave with Doc Samson and Abomination and Hulk 2099, and then a Smart Hulk figure like they did before a few years ago. If they do, and if there's a good She-Hulk in there, like there was in the original, I might bite on a few of those. But literally, guys, I'm down to there's only like 3 figures that McFarlane could make, that 4 tops that I really are must-haves for me. The rest of them, I really couldn't care less about anymore.
They did. Out of my 10 most wanted Marvel Legends for this year, I only got 2 off the list. And that was Deathbird and Cardiac. They didn't. My long shots, none of the other ones come anywhere close to getting made.
No, I want for McFarlane, I want Zatanna, I want Black Canary, I want a good modern age Ollie, Green Arrow, Silver Age, either way you want to look at it. And if they made a big barter figure, I'd buy her in a second. But other than that, I can't see much. I don't see much on the horizon. He's going hard on the repaints. So it's okay.
Milking it all we can.
Yeah, it's okay.
I can tell you right now, Marvel, how many I bought this year. I bought the Emma Frost, I bought Cable, Morph, and I bought that Spider-Man wave with Magic Together because I found a deal on eBay. Somebody was selling them without the cards, and that's it.
Well, I'll tell you, I made a deal the other day that I probably really shouldn't have, but I did, for an OG 13 set with Mickey Mouse, Coco, all straight arms. I had no choice. I just had no choice whatsoever.
The power of the plastic compels you.
Yeah. I mean, how often do you even see that happen when they're all just right there? I mean, it's pretty rare. So
I don't think I've ever seen a set of them together.
yeah. So I've got swivel arms. I haven't had a Mickey Mouse Cobra Commander since 1986 or so. So 87, I guess it was. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool. So that I will be Beggars Canyon repro cards and bubbles on those.
Yeah, for real.
I will I'll put new O-rings in them to see if we can get another 40 years out of them and put them back on the cards, because that's the way I think that's the best thing to do with them.
I do too.
I will display them carded, and Emmett designed me a stand that has the slot for the card, so I can display the carded figure with the bubble to the right and then the loose figure to the left on a stand, and it's a one-piece stand. So I will put my straight arms back in cards, and then I'll put the loose swivel arms that I have on the stand in front of it and display those together. When I get that done, I'll show it to you. I think that'll look nice. Be cool.
See, some of that stuff's what he needs to be printing out and taking to these shows.
I know the hard thing is he gets focused once in a while, and he comes up with some really great designs, and then he just kind of loses it. Or one of the printers will break, like my big printer. My big printer's been broken for almost 3 weeks now, which really stinks because I had some plans for Christmas time, and it's getting tough because I'm waiting for parts. And of course, those all have to come from China. So,
I understand he's a kid, but I just hate to see the potential being wasted. He could be making money hand over fist.
Well, we've got some stuff down to Sasquatch, and yeah, I don't know. People aren't as interested as I thought they would be. Honestly, it's kind of strange. But geez, I've got dozens and dozens and dozens of stands for my figures, and they work fantastic. So I mean, I've got we did all the different colors, and we got the big manhole covers, the 4 different colored manholes, New York City manhole covers for the turtle stands. Those are really cool.
I figured those would sell well. The Joe stands he made, the set I got with Cobra, I figured those would sell well.
They don't seem to. Honestly, they don't seem to. I mean, the vehicles I understand because this stuff is very expensive. It just is. It's really awesome, but it's really expensive. I'm happily stuck with an awful lot of cool stuff at this point. The one that shocks me the most, guys, I have to tell you, is that train. I thought for sure that train would catch on fire.
Yeah, me too.
Because, 3 3/4, it was unproduced. It's not like there's any out there. I mean, one of a handful of people on the planet that are even actually making them, and no one seems to care.
I'm surprised that somebody didn't buy that thing up.
I'm gonna spend the money and put the trucks underneath it, and I'm gonna get a section to track to display it better. Does that make any sense? But the problem with that is it's going to double the price of it. But at least I'll have it, right? I mean, that's I don't know what else to do.
Well, you can always give them packages of finished, unfinished with trucks. I mean,
People saw it and asked questions about it, and then just went about their business. Couldn't care less. So, the whale. Guys? I haven't showed you what I did to my whale. Can you see the front? I took a night landing raft and shrunk it so that it fits inside the whale now. So it's a one person night landing craft that fits inside the whale.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that cool? I think that's really cool.
That's cool.
You can slide it right in there and close the ramps, close the doors. You don't even know it's there. I thought that was a cool idea. That one is getting. I've decided I'm not going to show you that. I'm not going to show you, but those fans are getting motors. I found some motors. The fans are getting motors, which will be cool. And I've decided now that we know wetsuit is definitely coming. Some of you have them already. Mine was supposed to be here tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get some more devil fishes produced because just because those two are like peanut butter and jelly, right? Devilfish and wetsuit. So, yeah. So
The only thing we now needs Deep Six, and he's supposedly coming, ain't he?
I haven't heard a word about Deep Six. I think they're still
I thought
trying
he
to
was
figure out.
I thought he was a name only.
Not Deep
I ain't
Six.
heard nothing about it.
Not Deep Six. I think they're trying to figure out if they're going to do him with the shark or not. It only makes sense to do him with the shark, but I'm not sure they know how to do that. So
I think the only name onlys right now was Taurus and Red Dog, Iceberg, Hydro Viper, Ninja Force Zartan, and
there's
one other one. I don't forget who it was.
There is another one.
I could have swore it was, but maybe that's wishful thinking on my part.
No, with nothing on Deep Six.
I think we talked about him last time, but I don't think they revealed it. Oh, Zanya.
Zanya. Yep.
Yeah.
Those are the 6 they've name dropped so far.
Yep. I think there's a good chance we'll see the Thunder Machine next year in some way or form, just because it is so Dreadnought heavy. The line has been Dreadnought heavy.
I mean, we like just 2, ain't we? Finish them out.
It depends. If you go into the newer stuff, you got several more.
Only 2.
Well, yeah, classic-wise, Thrasher and Zanzibar would be it. But like I said, Zanya and there was a couple others. I can't think of who they are.
You had all the one that come with the chopper, the big motorcycle. I forgot his name. Then you had
That's how important he was.
Heart Wrencher.
Yeah.
Heart Wrencher, right?
Then you had the Deadheads from the convention set, like Billy Bob and Joe Bob, and
They were all
Cletus.
the same figure.
They were just repaints of the same figure, different colors.
Yeah.
Well, you had a couple of new ones in that too. One of them was a repaint of Naugahyde, but I forgot what his name was. So you had a couple of new figures there.
Dumma Hyde.
Yeah, from Micah.
From Micah Hyde.
Well, I'm glad you got the lights and the soundboard. That makes a big difference. The soundboard makes a big difference.
Crusher was one of them.
Crusher, yeah. The smoke machines, I'll tell you, Matt, are hit or miss. They really are, and they're a pain in the butt. They are wicked cool when you get them working, but they are a pain. They are a pain, but.
My wallet's trying to recover. Maybe February, March.
Yeah, let me know, because I don't have one right now. I sold the 2 that I had. Well, I sold the one that I had, and I made Matt his real quick. So
Now they're just hanging out over here at the log cabin playing.
yeah.
I hadn't even opened mine. They're still in the box.
Me neither.
Still got a bunch of figures I hadn't opened yet.
I like I said, I opened a ton of stuff the other day that had been sitting here off and on for months. So, yeah.
Can't help it. I'm a child. I got to open mine at least immediately.
No, I get in the bad habit of just buying stuff and then setting it aside, or it comes in the mail and I get busy with something else. And
My
then
thing
I'm
is,
tired or whatever.
my problem is I ain't got it ready to display them, so I ain't got anywhere to put them.
Yeah.
If I open them, then I just got them laying in my way.
Yep.
They stack easier when they're still in the box.
Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah, that's the truth.
I reckon this week I'll be wrapping Christmas presents.
Not for me, not yet, anyways. Well, what do you think? Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice, nice. Nice, nice. Well, what do you think, gentlemen? We hang it up?
Yep.
Yeah,
Pulse is about weak on this one.
Next show in 2 weeks will be the last show of the year.
Yeah, are we doing the top 10 figures?
It sure will be.
That's for what, 2026
Yeah,
or
top
for
10 figures
2025?
next year.
Well, there'd be one more, but I don't know if we're going to do one that Christmas weekend, right? Right?
Probably not.
I don't know.
13th, and then it would be the
Probably not.
27th. So yeah, no. So yeah, next week,
Yeah, no.
next show, 2 weeks from tonight would be the last one for the year. So we'll do something, right? Figure of the year.
Yeah, do
Where
you?
did all my money go?
I don't even know where I don't even know where to start on picking my top 10.
My top 10 figure of the year and figures next year. I don't either.
We're going to do the Where'd All My Money Go segment. I will never be
Ask,
able
bro.
to do the segment.
Oh,
Did
why
my wife
Shane
leave
can't
me, or
find
is
the
she just
swoop on the
buried in
stoop
boxes segment?
throne?
I used to have children. Now I have toys segment.
You're better off now.
My wife heard that one. I said, yeah, dude, did my wife leave me, or is she just buried in boxes segment?
All right,
Holy
guys.
cow, we're 17 minutes over. I didn't realize
I
it was
know, it's
that late.
Oh, well. Well, it was interesting tonight. I mean, we got through.
Yes, sir.
And it is always interesting to talk with you guys and have you interacting and stuff. We're all opinionated. We've all got our opinions.
Yeah,
The cool thing is we're all going to find out at about the same time. So yeah.
Yep.
So, gentlemen, we will see you in 2 weeks for the year-end spectacular. Until then, same bat time, same jet channel.
Till then.
Good night.